Well, welcome back, guys. Guess you can see on the screen what we're going to be talking about today. It's the one of my favorite errors. It is a true error on the Lincoln Cent. It's commonly referred to as the BIE or the BI. Some folks call it a die chip. It's not really a die chip. It really, by definition, would be a cud. So how does that happen? Well, it really boils down to the die deteriorating. So as it stamps and keeps stamping, and the amount of pressure over and over and over, right here between in Liberty, right there between the B and the E, in that area right there, the die essentially starts to break off. As it breaks off, you start getting, which this is really, I guess by definition, you would call a cud or a die chip. You know what I mean? I guess. But on cuds on coins, I don't know. It's 6 1, half a dozen the other to me. Either way it goes. But it's a legitimate error. It happened. You know what I mean? Anyway, so as they keep producing them over and over, the progression of the size of this cud, die break, die chip, whatever, as more and more of the die falls off, this area between the B and the E will ultimately fill up. So I've got a few examples here. Actually, these examples came from Rosebud 39. He sent these to me and thought they would be a nice way to go ahead and thank him for sending these to me. And I will leave a link in the description as to how you can get a hold of him. He has really a lot of Lincoln Cents. He's a Lincoln Cent aficionado, if you will, like me and like a lot of us, I guess. But so let's see if we can find any of these that get further along in progression, and you'll see what I was talking about. So this one happens to be a 55, which, man oh man, there we go, 55. That it also happens to have 1955 has the King of Kings in the double die obverse, or DDO. When you see it, it kind of just makes your heart skip a beat. You know what I mean? The amount of doubling, like when you look at it up here, I know that's what this video is not about, but in God We Trust is doubled so much. I mean, usually when you actually see it, you don't even need a loop, you don't need a microscope. It's just an amazing doubling. But yeah, that's not what this one's about, but I couldn't help myself. That 1955, I'd absolutely love to find one of those. I've never found one yet, but so here we have a 57 Philly, and here we can see on this one that so on this one you can see you're starting to really get that fill in to where you really start to see the BIE. You know, at this point the die has broken off enough that it's literally starting to fill in completely between the B and E. Something to look for on these, it's not really specific to a certain date. I believe 1930 S, I think it is, that has a BIE. There is one or two in the 40s. Almost all of the 1950s you can find the BIE. 1960, and then in reality you can go down the list in dates and even into the memorials, the memorial Lincolns. You can find this. It is a fairly common mint error. They really, unless you get into your more brilliant type coins, you know, you get into your AUs, BU type coin, the there's not a whole lot of value on them. Like most of these, if you just wanted to start a collection of them and you wasn't finding them, you know, you can pick these up. And again, there's another 55D. 50s, it seems like they are more common, but you know, you can pick these up pretty regularly between $1 to $10. You know what I mean? $1 to $10, depending on the condition of the coin. But here you can really see where the cud is really die chip cud, whatever. You can really see it starting to build up there on the E. Again, this is really an earlier stage in the die before it completely fell apart. You know, it's really awesome when you can sit and look at the progression, like when it starts right here on the die and it's just little bitty, and then you can kind of keep looking through them, and you know, you find them more and more from here, and then it starts getting closer to the B, and then next thing you know, the whole area between the B and the E is completely full, which is the full-on, in my description, the full-on BIE die chip. You know what I mean? Or BIE cud, whichever. You know, I don't guess there's a true right or wrong way to say it, to describe it, whatnot. You know what I mean? So there we have a 56 Philly. And that one's really cool. You know what I mean? You get the pretty much the whole space between the B and an E full. And again, it's, you know, they really don't have a whole lot of numismatic value. I guess if you found one in a BUAU situation, even a mint state, and you sent it in, you had it attributed, you know, I don't think, honestly, the value would be there in it. Time you have, you know, even if you did like a bulk submission and then you have it attributed, you're probably going to have more in the coin than it's actually worth. So in reality, probably better off to sell it as a raw coin to somebody that collects the BIEs. You probably will never get your money back, really, if you, on the time you have it graded and attributed and all that. So yeah, this one's just kind of short and sweet, but thought it'd be something really cool to show everybody. A lot of people may not know about it, and again, just trying to draw some attention to the Lincoln cents, and maybe get more people into them and searching them and looking through them, finding different stuff. You know, I'll have to go through mine and find it, but I've got a bunch of them that I can show that I found in rolls. They are very, very easy to find in rows, especially if you can like go to your LCS or go to a coin show or something and pick up bulk wheats. They are very easy to pick up in the wild. Find them yourself. You know what I mean? Very easy. It's really not a hard one to find. So something fun, maybe somebody new starting out, they go pick up a bag of Lincoln cents, just start going through them, and you start finding these. You know, it's pretty cool. Something fun, absolutely fun to look for. But like I said, that one will probably do it on this one, guys. Just wanted to, like I said, just wanted to start doing some stuff that maybe somebody just starting out, give them some information and something to look for, and something they'd be happy about finding that, you know, may not have realized before or something. But guys, I'm gonna probably index this one right here. So like always, I ask, if you like what I'm doing here, you know, please consider hitting that subscribe button, hit the little bell notification. That way anytime I put out a video, you'll get a notification as to when I put a video out. Also ask you to please hit that like button and leave me a comment. Have you found the BIE? Have you found any of them like that? Like to hear from you. You know what I mean? It's what it's all about. It's just having discussion. So let me know. How many have you found? Have you found a bunch? Have you found them on wheat scents? Have you found them on memorials? Have you found them on a shield scent? You know what I mean? Any of the Lincolns. Have you found them before? So look forward to hearing from everybody. Thanks for watching and have a great day.